So ordering the Wiring Specialties harness and all that stuff, I'm going to let you see that all this harness, all of that is literally what was in the 240. Every single stitch of that. This harness all the way around through here is what goes in the cab of the car. And then all that mess is under the hood. So, yeah. So I'm doing away with all of that. Just to give you an example. Alright, here we go. Alright, so all that. See the fuse boxes and all this stuff versus this stuff. That's engine harness and all. Chassis harness, that versus all that. Can you see the difference? Not only is there a lot less wires, you don't have the fuse box and as many relays and stuff, you don't have all the old stuff, you don't have a car that's been sitting for 10 years, the rats that's been chewing on the harness, the old wire deteriorated and breaking and stuff as you're trying to install it, a short somewhere that you can't find. I mean, this is maybe half as much wiring. None of the boxes, none of the, all the extra stuff, the fuse boxes and all that. You'll have one box in there. As far as controlling this, you'll have the ECU, and then you'll have the screen. So that's all there'll be. Everything else is just the wiring harness. And it literally cuts it all in half. Plus again, all new stuff. So that's why I went to Wiring Specialties, so makes sense to me. All right, here we go. All right, so today we're working on getting the diff ready to go in the IS300. I called Drift Motion, and there was a delay with them on some of the parts. Some of the manufacturers that they carry had sent them some of the wrong sides to the S13 mount kit or whatever. Had just sent them all driver's side or passenger side or vice versa. They didn't send them in pairs. And so they're getting that worked out. So I kind of held up my order so I don't have the solid bushings. So we were going to go ahead and start trying to at least get the diff ready with the fine tuning stuff. But to my understanding, use the IS300 bolts. And what the deal is, on these diffs, the bolt the collar of the bolt, I guess the body of it is just too round. So they said, from everybody I've checked on, you can just take a grinder, grind that down enough to go in there, which it goes in on the bottom, so that's actually the top. There will be a little more room going the other way. Let's see if I can't flip it over and we'll see if there's any difference. All right, hold on. Okay, so dropping it in that way, it actually does have a lot more, the hole is bigger on this side, so we don't have to grind down as much going in this way. So being able to see that, it's hard to tell, I don't have a lot back here, but so we actually don't have to go a ton. We'll grind that down a little bit and that will actually pull it up. So that's what we got to work on. And here we go. Alright, so we're back to the rear diff here. Maybe a little more on that one. You can see it's just a little at the end, not much. Let's try this one. The same. That may actually pull up, but alright, so these need a plate on them. So what I'll probably have to do is drill these plates out. These may not even work. I may have to get the original. These actually go on the other side, I think. And I think the ones that come with the other pieces aren't actually here. So to be able to keep that bushing together, I'll have to find the original bushing set for the IS300, the actual cap. But let me grind them a little more, get them a little more at the top, I think. It's gonna be hard to get in there with that rock, but see what I can do. I may have to break the grinder out and get up in there on that edge. But all right, here we go. All right, one more fit test. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to break out the grinder on them. Doesn't want to go just that last little bit. And that bench grinder, all I can get's, yeah, that's about the same on both. Yeah, I have to take out the regular grinder and hit those. It may not actually be all the way down anyway. Maybe where it's going out the other side, where the hole is smaller on the other side. So I may have to just take the whole lip off of that. Let me cut that down some, because I think it's possible that from here this way is too much, because it does reduce as it goes that way. Yeah, I forgot about that. So let me cut more down here, and that might be all we need to do. All right. Okay, so I'm going to test fit it with the actual pieces off the IS300. These are what came on it. Yeah, we're flush there. So, yeah, we're good. Yep, you can see all the way down. So you just gotta grind the collar down on this, I guess the shoulder, I guess you would call it. These are shoulder bolts, and that shoulder right there has to be ground down some. So that's one thing you gotta do. And on the other side, the bolt should go through these because the shoulder's up here. But you use the IS300 ones. I guess they're longer than the FRS or BRZ ones. So there you go. That's to get the bolt in. I'm still waiting on the other parts to get in the chassis. Then we'll go from there. All right, here we go.
I'm feeling high.